Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
And I am Pete.
And we have three big issues to talk to you guys about today. We're going to talk about Final Crisis number 4, Secret Invasion number 7, and Superman's New Krypton Special number 1.
The biggest issue we're going to talk about is Pete's marriage.
Yeah!
Congratulations. That ring.
Hey, pound it.
Yeah!
Hey!
No.
Alright, let's talk about Final Crisis number 4. What did you guys think about this? We've been a little back and forth about this series.
Yeah. Well, Justin made me read it and said it was awesome, and then I was like, why would you
speak for myself.
Why would you make me read this piece of crap?
Very quickly before I forget, we are drinking Spunny Nose Pumpkin Ale.
'Tis the season.
Yeah. Very important. Cheers.
It's like eating grandma's pumpkin pie.
I'm glad that was ended with pumpkin pie.
Oh, man.
This issue is like every single issue. I feel like I'm going back and forth about it. You know, that I half liked what was in here, and I half didn't understand what was in here. And I really felt like at the beginning of this issue, I felt like, all right, here we go. We're bringing everything together. We're bringing it together. And then halfway through the issue, I again had no idea what was going on.
I actually think that it does come together a lot, and it made me kind of... I've hated the anti-life equation as a tool in the DC universe for so long. I'm starting to be like, all right, at least I get what it's about. It's kind of like a zombie plague type thing, where they make all these superheroes do bad things. Everyone does bad things. And at least now it's defined as that, so now it's not just like an ambiguous thing that people scream.
Yeah.
So that's good. I thought the art's good. JG and Carlos Pacheco.
I will give you the art, but it was just like, you know, I was hoping for like a touching moment with the Flash.
Great Barry Allen moment.
I disagree. That actually choked me up a little bit.
Me too.
I was like,
great Barry Allen moment.
But the thing was like, it was weird because it was like they had the world is falling apart, and they're like, hey. Can we just stop and have a quick hug and really take this in?
I think that's necessary, and I also like the moment with Green Arrow and Black Canary as well.
That was good.
That was a Kirk moment.
Yeah. Wonderful.
But the Flash's hug was like, I felt like it was weird just because there was so much going on, and they didn't really have time for that.
This is, I think the biggest problem, we've been saying this all along with both Batman and with this, is it's choppy. It feels choppy. It feels like there's so many things going on that there's not enough time to focus on anything, so nothing really gets its due weight.
I'll agree with that. At least now, though, we are getting some moments that actually mean something, and there are some story points coming together. And we'll say, make sure, if you're going to read Final Crisis, read that before you read this.
Yes, absolutely.
Otherwise, it totally blows it.
Also, I just feel like I hate the writing style of, like just saying partial sentences and, like, leaving it as, like, oh, this is supposed to be important. And the whole Darkseid, like, old man Darkseid sitting there doing the whole, like, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, kiss me, kiss me.
Yeah, and I thought that was very Darth Vader in Star Wars.
It was stupid.
Yeah,
the dark side.
Would you say pick it up?
Yeah, I think if you haven't picked it up, you're going to be totally lost before. But at least now it's coming back. If you dropped the last issue, it's starting to come together.
This
I think
has
it's a good
ticked
read.
up slightly for me from the previous issues, but I'm still not 100% on board. Pete?
I would say a Darkseid kiss my ass.
That's
how I feel about it.
All right, let's move on and talk about Secret Invasion number 7, another big event that we've been a little back and forth about.
Big week for events.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's what I'm going to say, actually. Final Crisis, whereas Final Crisis has been choppy and all over the place, Secret Invasion has been a straight line.
Oh, I was going to say downward.
No. Here, what I'm saying is just in terms of structure, I think it's interesting because Final Crisis is this scene, all over the place, all the stuff is happening. Secret Invasion is a straight line.
Yeah, you know exactly what's going to happen.
That being said, I really enjoyed this issue.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was going to be like boring fights. But in a lot of... You heard me. Boring fights.
It's like jumbo shrimp. That's like those words don't go together.
You're married. Grow up. There's more than just punching in the world. That's a perfect example. And it was a bit better than that. The art's fantastic. Though I will say, there's a moment here where I think it's Spider-Man is like, oh, it's okay. Everything's cool as long as the Watcher's not here. Yeah. And then the Watcher shows up. I was like, bullshit.
Well, I was.
And then there's a Galactus scroll in front of him. I'm like, what the fuck's a Galactus scroll? What are his powers?
Yeah, especially when
Eating
Galactus ate the Skrull homeworld. Not to get like totally horrible, but that's like one of us being like, I'm gonna dress up like Hitler all the time. And we're like, all right, cool. That being said, there's another thing that I don't want to say. That being said, I know you guys hate that.
Slam! Self-slam!
Yeah. Here's something that I want to say. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I want to take back some of the stuff that I've been saying about Secret Invasion.
Ooh. Wow.
I have been ragging on constantly that it's happening in such a small timeline, such a small area, and I've been thinking about it as compared to other great battles in history where there have been invasion forces. Sometimes they've taken a really long time, but sometimes there have been really short wars. There was a 6-hour war in Israel once. So, history. I'm saying, I've been thinking about this a lot. So, even if I don't love it and I don't feel like it completely works in a monthly comic format, it actually does make sense on a realistic bent, which is something that I didn't give it credit for before.
Well, that's great.
Hats off to Mr. Bendis.
I will say there's a nice moment in here where the Skrull Hank Pym falls over, which I thought was a nice callback to Civil War when the Goliath fell. I thought that was cool, a cool thing.
I am very happy. I mean, there's part of me that just wants to see a lot of action, but I am glad that they really are getting into some stuff at the end. Like, it just wasn't a huge battle. Like, the stuff that happened at the end was very exciting, and I feel like they're doing an interesting job of, like, I thought they were going to be like, this is the second to last issue.
They are still saying that.
Yeah,
that's still true.
No, but I feel like they were gonna kind of reveal some stuff, and I feel like they did a nice job of kind of building to
would you say pick it up?
I would definitely say
definitely, and I will say it's setting up. Iron Man's gonna get shit on because he ran away from the battle, and there's gonna be some bad dudes that are elevated after this.
Yeah. All right, last thing we're gonna talk about: Superman New Krypton Special #1. What do you guys think about this issue?
Great issue. Gary Frank's art is so good in this. It's wonderful, especially like the close-ups on Superman and Clark Kent. Fantastic throughout the whole issue. I like where this is going. It's very obvious what's being set up here. In it, you see the Kandor has been blown up to human size in Antarctica, and all the Kryptonians are like, we can do whatever the fuck we want here. Yeah. We're fucking Kryptonians. And Superman's like, let's just be cool.
guys, please, don't touch that.
Yeah,
I'll put that well back.
It's like Superman.
Guys, come on. No, my mom's gonna be home soon. Come on.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's like Superman hosting a Theo Huxtable style party, and all of the dudes show up and dance around the coffee table. And coffee table breaks. He's like, guys, please, no, mom's.
But besides that, the beginning was very touching. I'm very happy with the way they did that. I thought it was very, very cool.
It's very enjoyable throughout. I felt like this really works as a special, whereas, say, the Jimmy Olsen one didn't really.
In fact, they encapsulate the whole Jimmy Olsen special here, and you don't even need to read it.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that I would say is they get a very palpable sense of menace out of the villains, which I really liked a lot. That you have Brainiac. I felt like Brainiac was scarier in this issue than he was in the entire Brainiac.
Definitely. I will say though, in Brainiac is being captured by some shady government operatives, and he's hooked up to a machine, and he has a tiny little computer over his penis. And I'm like, what is that computer reading?
His little brain.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Brainiac 5.
I'm glad only you would notice that. Only you. I did not pick up.
I will say, of the 3 issues, these are all big event comics. Yeah. The Superman New Krypton definitely worked the best out of all of them. Both art and story-wise, it's smooth, it's telling the story, art's fantastic.
I would like to add that I'm not excited about Superman being the guy who's like, hey guys, come on, we gotta talk about this.
That's his job in the
I don't like the setting up of that arc.
We'll see how they play it out. I trust Johns enough to play it, and Robinson and Sterling Gates enough to play it out correctly. So we'll definitely see what happens.
We'll see.
So pick it up, right?
Definitely pick this up, for sure.
Pick it up.
Yeah. All right. If you have a question for us, you can write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. Please subscribe, comment here below the video. We would love to read your comments. Also, if you're ever in New York...
Hey, you should come visit us Tuesday, 8 o'clock at the Pit. It's a lot of fun.
I need a wife, so come on down and let's get married. Do any women watch this?